Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you what I think is the easiest way, one of the easiest ways to make photo booth templates for your own photo booth events. I use canva.com and today I'm going to teach you step by step how to make this tropical themed. So you're going to start off by pressing create a design, custom size, and then your size is going to depend on what software you're using. I really want to emphasize that you have to pick the one that your software uses or the design will come out really messed up when you upload it onto your program. So please verify what size it needs to be. Alright, so this is the orientation that I'm going to do, and I'm going to fill the background with white wood. So these are the choices that I get, and I'm going to pick this one. I really want you guys to see that when I highlight it, it says Pro. On Canva, you can pay to have a Pro account, and this will give you exclusive rights and licenses to use their images that they have. You get better images and a more variety. So what I'm doing is I'm going to flip this white wood background, and I'm going to make it fill the whole photo. So now I'm going to look for some tropical background accents. See, these are some of the choices. I don't really see anything that really fits it, so I'm going to go for tropical leaves. Sometimes you have to play around with what keyword you're looking for, and this first one is perfect for me. So when you resize, it's really simple. You can see those white dots, and then you can see a rotating icon if the way the image looks isn't the way you want it to be. I kind of just play around with it a bunch. I didn't want it to be all the same leaf, so I am going to just play around with these tropical leaves and hopefully get something that I really like. This leaf that I picked really isn't fitting the what I like, so in the corner you could just throw it away and then try another leaf. So now I'm just going to play around with all of these leaves, rotate them. I really want this background to be kind of simple, but still beautiful. And what I usually do is I'll just start to duplicate what I put on top on the bottom. In this corner, you could see that those two squares with the plus sign, that's a duplicate button, so you don't have to search for the leaf that you used. And I'll just put them on the bottom a little bit different than I did on the top. I do want to mention that Canva allows you to use their art commercially or personally if you have an account with them. So you can make an account for free or you can get a pro account for $14.99. I'm not sponsored anyway, it's just that this website is what I use quite a bit and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm pretty set on this background. Now I'm going to look for something to make the words on this background nice. So I like to go for gold. These are some of the choices that they have. I thought this one would be good, but the shape didn't really outline what I wanted, so I'm going to switch to this square. Okay, so I'm going to move this word box down because the photos are going to be automatically put onto this design above the box. So you want this to be on your lower half or the right side of your photo, depending on what orientation you do. One thing I want to point out that I do is I make sure that there's not too much pictures distracting what's inside this name box, because the information in there is much more important than the design, because the photo booth is a party favor for people, and the people that rent this booth want their guests to remember where did they take these photos. So make sure that you don't put a design that would take away from the information, because this party is about the people that rented it. So you want to make sure that people are going to remember it and it has to show in your design. Alright, so now let's add some information into this word box that we made with the gold border. These are some of the designs that they have. I'm just going to use this simple one right here on top, and you're going to add the name of the party. Let's say this is a wedding. Let's put Mr. and Mrs. Harris. So I'm going to play around with the sizing. When you resize, I want you to take note that it will have these purple lines pop up so that you can use them as guidelines to see where the center of the photo is, or to show you where your text is going in comparison to the rest of the design. So it really helps. I like to be extra, so I'm going to go up on the top and press effects. When you click on the text, you'll find effects. Go to neon, and I make the intensity to 100 so that it's just a glow around the text. And now I'm going to add a subheading. You can see on the left it says add a subheading for the last name, because I want the last name to have a different font and to be a different size than the Mr. and Mrs. so that it pops out more. These people are getting married. I want their last name to pop out because it is now their last name together. If they're changing their last name, I'm going to make the letter spacing spread apart so that we can use more of the box and not have to make the word Harris too big. So I'll just play around with the size, the coloring to see what really fits. When you are on Canva, it'll show you what the other colors that are already on the background so that you can kind of make everything match. So I'm going to use the green for the last name. And then lastly, I'm going to add a little body of text, that's what they call it on here, to add the date of the party so people will remember when their anniversary is or when that wedding or whatever celebration you'll use this background was. I like to make it match the best I can, and I center it with the photo. As you can see that those purple lines popped up and I followed them. And yeah, I'll just play around with it a little bit, and then I would say that this design is pretty much done. So I'm going to make more designs like this to give you guys some inspiration or something to look at. If you want a download link to this design, I can probably do that too. Comment below if you would like that, or comment below what kind of background you'd like me to make for you guys. Thanks for watching.